As you looked at last night's numbers, you saw a final score of 5-1. The first 2 goals were scored as a benefit of turnovers, giveaways by the Montreal Canadiens that served up golden opportunities for the Bolts. Let's start with that first goal of the game, the all-important first goal. Take us through it.
This is, it's interesting to me. Right there is the play. That's Braden Point. Back into the zone, pressure from behind the puck, does a fabulous job of kind of breaking up a play inside the neutral zone right there. That's Caulfield. He's trying to force a play that really isn't there. And to me, Tony, this kind of opens up a glimpse of a really important part of this matchup so far. Again, I made this point earlier in our broadcast tonight. Montreal has amassed this really impressive run, largely because they managed the puck exceptionally well. But Tampa, by virtue of the way they pressed the pace, they supported well, they came back through the lanes, they reloaded back above the puck to make sure they're in good defensive posture. Braden Point right there was a terrific example of that. Knocks down a puck, turns it over, and Tampa Bay's coming back the other way, loaded for bear. Chernak is up into the mix, and first ever playoff goal for him. But that really was an important telling point last night. Again, Tampa got Montreal kind of out of their comfort zone, out of their rhythm, and they're making plays. Montreal is that they wouldn't characteristically make. And that shows up again in the 2-0 goal as well. Another turnover comes off the stick of Cole Caulfield this time around. Let's go back and have a look at the 2-0 goal. And again, this is Gallagher. Gallagher makes a play on the wall. And this is a veteran guy. This is a guy that really should be setting the example for the rest of this Montreal group. And he knows it when he forces that play right there. Puts it into the boots of Gaudreau, and then Coleman makes a great little play back to the outside. Shot from the inside goes off of Gord. But again, you go back to the moment, the play that kind of sets up that scoring opportunity for Tampa. It's a needless giveaway all the way back in the offensive zone. Montreal on the offense in Tampa's end. Gallagher trying to make something out of something that really isn't there. It's a hard thing to kind of play with that patience. You recognize when you're playing somebody like Tampa, you've got to make plays. Maybe I think Montreal's perhaps out of their comfort zone, their identity, insofar as the matchup so far. But this will be an interesting thing to watch as time goes on. Can Montreal get back into that kind of sound, puck management, structured style of play that served them so well through 3 rounds of playoffs?
You're heading in the direction that I want to lead you already. Last night, you talked about it being a contrast of styles, and you talked about how Tampa is the most explosive first-period team, while Montreal is the most stifling first-period team. If you are the Montreal Canadiens and you're Luke Richardson or Dominic Ducharme, who we're rooting for his health, and we hope he can go in Game 3, how do they clean this up? How do they take better care of the puck and not create these opportunities?
Yeah, I think it really all comes down to patience, and it's kind of a puzzling thing to say, but you've got to play got to play forceful hockey. You want to be on your toes, you want to be dictating pace, but you've still got to play with a patient style of game at the same time. So what does that look like for the Montreal Canadiens? Gallagher can't force that puck into the middle of the ice on that 2-0 goal. That's got to go down the wall, get it deep, and your opportunity will come eventually. You got to trust your game. You got to trust the process. And I think if Luke Richardson is pointing anything out to this group, it's to the Caulfields and the Gallaghers and the rest of the group. Hey, keep it out of the middle unless you're 100% sure our opportunity will come. If we manage the puck well, everybody makes a mistake. Tampa Bay is not going to play a perfectly clean game come Game 2. Wait for that opportunity to rise and capitalize and execute when the moment does come. They're guilty of having forced it first time around. So as much as anything, it's a mindset. They've got a clear roadmap for what that mindset looks like. Again, they built this impressive run on 3 rounds worth of managing the puck exceptionally well. You just got to get back to that identity.